Presentation in English. Originally, this presentation was supposed to be made by Magnus Brath, but he couldn't come, so we are very glad that we could get Aaron from a Swedish SEO protege, I gotta say, but now he's living in Malta, so I think the weather over there is much better than here. And he will tell us something about Black Hat SEO, something most people will never admit to do it, but as we can see, many people are interested in it. So, yeah, we look forward what you have to tell us. So, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about Black Hat SEO, and I'm going to talk about what Black Hat SEO is in the segments that I work right now. I'm working as head of SEO at Highlight Media Group. If you heard about that name, I'm not sure. You probably heard about Poker Listings at least, and that's like the big site we have. So I'm going to talk it's probably mostly about casino segments, because that's the place where the spam is today in gambling, at least. And I'm going to take some examples and a little bit about what they do, why they do it, and how you could do it if you want to. Hopefully. I call this "There is no spam, only bad algorithms." It's supposedly Sergey Brin said that a couple of years ago. I haven't found the source for it, so I won't put his name up here. But I think it's a good quote to start with, because it tells us two things. It tells us that if spam wouldn't exist, if Google... whoa, sorry. Shit. I'm really sorry. No, if spam didn't work, it wouldn't exist. And if Google didn't dislike spam, it wouldn't be spam, basically. So spam is something that Google has come up with, at least in the sense of search engine spam. There's other types of spam, you know, like the email spam and Viagra and stuff, and that's I wouldn't blame Google for that one. So let's start. Casino. For me, this is the hardest part of my job. I'm trying to rank for casino, and I can't do it right now at all, at least not in the US. Last year we did a very thorough research over the casino SERP and some other affiliated SERPs. We found that during 6 months, basically, there was only one site that ranked top 10 during the whole period. Every other site was out of the SERP at some time. Most of them isn't back today either. And the one site that did rank for the whole time, it was redirected one time during this. This is what I'm fighting for. Right now, this is the SERP from today. And there's no operators, there's no affiliates. It's a totally different thing. That's Foxwoods. That's a real casino in Las Vegas, I think. Most of the people that search for casino don't look for this. They look for a casino. They want a casino online. And they don't get it. And they don't get it because we spam here. And Google doesn't like this. As a comparison, we also work with poker, and here in Germany we have Poker Site. It's number 4 right now. This SERP has been basically the same for 3 years. There's some changes. Party Poker is coming up right now. Poker Stars is coming up again. They were away for a while, and we actually have lost like 1 or 2 places the last 4 or 5 months. But other than that, it is the same. My hope is that casino will come to this sometime in the future. I am definitely not sure it's going to happen. Poker is a much more mature market, and you can actually build for the future there. In casino right now, you can't do that. You won't come anywhere. Yeah, so what do they do? There are two ways to do this. As I said, you can do it for the quick rankings or you can do it for the future. And in this case, the future is a maybe, and it's a vague maybe. And I'm battling with this within my company because I want to do good SEO and our company wants to do good SEO, but we can't really do it because we don't make any money. On the other hand, if we don't build for the future, we won't make any money either way because we are actually probably too big to do this the quick way. There are too many people employed. We need to take care of those. So we can't really rank for casino right now, sadly. Because the thing is, you need all the links. I would say that I am probably one of the world's... Our company makes probably most links. At least in our segment, we are the biggest. We generate links on links on links on links. It isn't enough because we actually have some quality guidelines. Yeah, that's kind of sick. Right now we are cleaning up quite a lot of our sites link-wise because we feel that 4, 5, 6 years ago, the links we made then isn't good enough today. Our competitors, they just jump on those links. They grab them, they take everything. And this is a problem. It's a problem for Google, mainly I would say, because they can't handle this right now at all. So they get links, and this is I would say maybe half of the links they get from these kinds of stuff. They still comment spam, they still do forum profiles, and this works really well. And it will work for us too. We just don't want to do it because it's, I would say rather from a marketing perspective, we don't do it than that I would feel that it's harmful in any way. I wouldn't say it's good links, but it works. They built link wheels. Link wheels is the shit right now, I would say. For our big sites, we don't do this, but we have quite a lot of sites, small sites that we try to rank for things, mostly from a R&D perspective. And right now, for 4 months, 5 months, we've been holding at least 4 or 5 poker keywords, not the big ones, but quite good ones, with only link wheels. It works like a charm. So that you should try. And they buy links. And buying links is a big thing. And you can buy links in quite a few different ways. The thing with this is everything of this you can do by yourself. I wouldn't recommend it for anyone. You should buy them on SEO Clerks and on link wheelers and maybe even on Fiverr. This is cheap links, and you can buy like a software that does this for you, and that's going to be more expensive than buying the links from someone else. So that's what they do. Some of them, of course, have like the softwares, and they actually build the softwares and stuff like that. And that's like the what's happening there. That's the real spammers, I would say. They actually put a lot of money into this. So sometimes it feels like they do it just for the spamming rather than the rankings of the money. Yeah, so buying links. This is the big part, I would say. It's quite easy. Still is. There's a lot of sites out there that want to sell a link. Just email them and say, "Hi, can I buy a link from you?" And they would say, "Sure, give me $200 or something." And this works really well, I would say. We've done it before, quite a lot. Probably know that. The thing is, it's been harder. 2-3 years ago, you could buy anything, anywhere. Right now, you have to actually have some kind of quality, maybe. Most of these are still kind of shitty links, but what you have to do is you have to be careful with anchor text today. Even the big spammers are that. In our guidelines, when we build links, we say that we want maybe 5 to 7% exact match anchor text on the links. I think that's quite a lot. I know big spammers that say they have like 1-2% and think that's quite a lot right now. And this is probably for the link buyers and the link sellers, it's a good thing. I don't think that Google meant to have it this way. When they started targeting anchor text more and more, I think that they wanted us to make it harder for the link buyers to get links. I would say it became much more easy. Because now you don't have to push that poker online into the article about the nice shoe. You can just say, look, here on blah, 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 you can find shoes and poker or something. I've seen quite a lot, and like my inbox, my private inbox, it's filled with people who want to buy links now. It wasn't for 2 years ago. I didn't get as much as I do now. Well, I have some private sites in the casino segment, so it's like not. I'm quite a big target there. The other thing you have to do is keep yourself under the radar. If I had to choose between a PageRank 7 site and a PageRank 2, I would go for the 2 any day. I'd rather have 10 PageRank 2s than 2 PageRank 7s. Because Google will probably not find the PageRank 2s as fast as they will the PageRank 7 that sells links. Because the PageRank 7 site, the big sites, the one that people actually look at, they are a higher target. And this is more a game of quantity than quality, for sure. You have to prioritize link integration rather than site stats. I would much rather have a nice looking link on a site that's not connected and hasn't even got PageRank, for sure, than a site that looks good, like you have a good backlink profile and looks nice. Well, that's nice too, but and have a shitty link there. That's the thing that Google finds today. Bad links on good sites, I would say. Don't buy from the usual suspects. Do not go to the link brokers. Google knows about them and they know which sites are there, I would say. And as always, avoid PPP, the porn, pills, and poker. Stay away from them. I stay away from them, and I'm even in the poker segment. So, because we are the kind of the scum in many ways. Yeah. Next big thing is snapback. I heard about this for the first time like 3-4 years ago, and then was kind of small and only in the US. Right now, this is a big thing in Europe, I would say. They're popping up companies that fix the snapback process for you from the start till the end. So you pay them $200, $300, and you get the site. 3-4 days later, it's up and running with 10-15 articles. That's pretty good, pretty decent content. There are some markets in Europe where this isn't as big as in others, mainly because there are too few IP numbers. But where you have the IP numbers, you have the sites. I would say here in Germany, there's quite a lot of this. Spain and France also. Sweden is filled with this. I would say that maybe 1% of all the Swedish sites are snapback sites today, maybe more even. And it's a good thing to do if you want to rank. It's a really scalable method. You can buy one site, you can buy 10, you can buy 100, you can buy 1,000. Doesn't matter. Just keep on building because they are not connected. That's the sweet thing with this. If you don't connect them yourself. The problems with this is that Google actually find this from time to time. I'm not sure how, but I guess there's some kind of footprint, or I know there's footprints, of course, but I don't know what they find. We've been trying to test this and haven't really found the exact solution to what they find and why and when and how. But they do find these, and what happens when they find this is that they just de-index the sites and the links have no value anymore. I still haven't seen anyone get penalized for being linked to from a snapback site. And I would say that's quite astonishing. If I were Google, I would put it on the receiver here. The other bad thing with this is it's quite expensive if you only have like 1 or 2, 3 money sites. You probably have to sell links on them, and then you kind of fast get the sites to be kind of shitty, and Google will find them. And you want at least like, say you want 10, 15 links per site as max, and you don't want less than 5 outlinks, because then you won't probably get any ROI on them. So you have to have like that many sites that you can link to them and still not make a network of them. You can't link to all your sites from all your snapback sites, basically. This is why a lot of SEO companies I know do this, I would say, because they can link out to quite a lot of people. So how do you do this? You buy it. Just call someone and say, hey, can I get some snapback site? There are some things that's really important. You have to have unique IPs, and you have to make sure that you don't connect the sites to each other by linking or by telling that it's your site, or have the same register or stuff like that. Usually you just fix that by an English limited company or something. Yeah, you have to keep the topics kind of general, so it doesn't look like it's built just for one thing. If I were to build these for us, I wouldn't make sites about poker or casino. I would probably make sites about video games, other kind of games, phones, computers, traveling, stuff like that. And then each time you make link, you do like a connection. If you want to travel, you can go to Las Vegas, and then you link to a site about, or a page about Las Vegas, stuff like that. You have to, as always, be kind of yeah, you have to keep your anchor text down, your exact match anchor text down. That's what, like I would say, that's one of the big signals, as it seems, that there's something fishy going on. It is when you have exact match anchor text for the keywords you want the page to rank for, or the page ranks for. And when you're up to speed there, just fill it with content, see the links pouring in. It's easy as that. Next big thing to do is redirects. the nice little thing they people do right now, and I've tried this, and it works pretty nice, I would say, is you take 2 domains, take one, redirect it into the other, and just spam the hell out of the first one. It's gonna skyrocket up, and Google gonna find it, and they penalize the site, and you just take away the redirect, and then you're free again with your money site. You do it again. If you're kind of risky, you could take the penalized spammed domain and redirect it into your new domain that you are spamming and get a jump start on it.
Because these things about redirects are not working anymore, I think. They are passing Penguin, Panda, and things like that. Do you know that?
I would say no. No, they don't pass Penguin, for sure. But Penguin isn't the problem here.
Well, they pass it, for sure.
Sorry.
301 redirect is passing Penguin update right now. I mean, when you get a penalty because of Penguin,
Yeah.
it will be passed.
Yeah,
the other domain will be a penalty as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the Penguin isn't the problem here.
Okay, but if you are, so what kind of redirects when you redirect a website? When it's a problem or something?
And the thing is, the Penguin, now we're up to the second refresh or something in half a year, over half a year. And if these sites are not made to rank for that long time, from the beginning. The thing is the manual checks and the old algorithms, the real algorithms, that's actually like the PageRank algorithm. That's the problem here.
Okay, so you redirect pages before they will get hit by Penguin or something other update.
If you're hit by Penguin, it will be kind of.
So you create like a links to the web page which is redirected by 301 to a page.
Yeah.
And after, so there is no possibility to even get a penalty because of this is like redirected for all the time from the beginning.
No, you do get the penalty. Both sites will probably just be wiped.
Yep.
And then you remove the redirect, so the new page that basically doesn't have any links, it's kind of clean again.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say this is kind of a shitty move altogether. But I would say it works pretty fine. You will rank for a month, maybe 2, and then you have to start over. Yeah. The other way to redirect is to buy links or get links to your site, your money site. And if it gets hit, which if you're in the casino business, it's probably going to get hit, you try to redirect it to a new domain. There you have a problem, because if it's a real penalty, like the Penguin, it will probably come with the redirect. We have tried this on 2-3 bigger sites or site networks that we have. It works. For one, it worked for a month. We popped up, and then we fell away again. On one site, we kind of got back, and then we got hit from other things. So we're not really sure. But it seems that the 301 actually takes at least some of the penalty with it. So I don't see this being done as much. And I wouldn't do it if I'm in it for the spam. Okay, so what does not work today? The open blog networks, they do not work. I've tried it on several sites. I have a couple of friends that's in like payday loan business, and they've been trying this for quite a while, and every time, as soon as you get like 1, 2, 3 links into this, you're away, quick. I would say it's probably working better in like real business, where people aren't scammers from the start, as they are in payday loans, basically. But in the spamming segments, it doesn't work. The same with sponsored posts. I'm pretty sure that we have one site that like say we have 100, 200 links to it, that it's in some way says that it's sponsored. Like it could be in a category, it could be in cooperation with, and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that's why it's penalized right now. We tried to remove it on one site, and it got back, and then it fell away again. I'm not sure why, but that is to telling Google that you are buying links. So it would be kind of off not to take any action on that. And the third big one is the automated link systems. You know, they have 2, 3, 5,000 sites, and you just get links on them straight away. They could be like these small tickers, stuff like that. It works pretty well for a couple of weeks, and then you're gone, basically. It's sad. I like those. And I would say that one of the most important things is to not fall for the shiny object syndrome. You know, where everyone goes for the last thing. Right now, I would say it's infographics. For 2 reasons. One, that Google actually has said that they are going to target them. So I would keep away from them right now. I don't know, of course, but I still haven't seen Google say that they're going to target something and then don't do it. The other way around, though, yeah. And infographics is kind of spammy in most ways, I would say. They're kind of poor content. So keep away from what everyone else does and keep away from what Google is talking about. That is how you succeed in the black hat or the spamming business. Stay under the radar as much as possible. And yeah, now we're coming to the filters and penalties here. I, for myself, would say that I do not do black hat right now at all. We have some history, of course. We are trying to do it the right way and the good way and the nice way. And I'm actually not really scared about the panda and penguin. I am scared about the old algorithms, the ones that made Google the great search engine it is. Because those are scary. They can hit you anytime, anywhere, and they actually care about what you did 5 years ago. If you go over the line, then they will care about it. I would say that from like the penguin, it seems it doesn't really matter sometimes, at least. And the manual checks, they are hell, I would say. The beginning of this year, one of our big networks of sites in casino segment, we had top lists on them, as you should have, you know. On our 404 page, we had a top list saying, sorry, you didn't find what you're looking for, but you can go to this casino. We need a shitload of money on that. We got hit by, first I think the ads above the fold algorithm, and then we got a manual penalty on all of these sites saying you can't do this. You have to actually provide some content. So we took away most of the top lists, like the 404 page and on the news pages and everywhere that it doesn't really seems like it fits. Send a re-inclusion request and Google said, oh shit, no. You're not getting back from this one. So we removed every top list on the site. There were no converting elements on the whole site, not a single one. We could not make money on this site. Then we got back. We got a nice letter from Google saying, well, this looks fine. Well, thank you. 2 months later, we tried to sneak it in again. Added a small top list here and a small top list there, and I had like 3 something, and one button saying, "Do you want to play casino? Go here." We dropped in rankings the day after. It was like, what the fuck? What's happening? We took it away and we popped up again. So I'm like, oh, okay. We're not really sure. We can say for sure that it is like an algorithm ping on us or something that says if they put this on this page, take them away, but it feels like that. We tried it a couple of times and it's the same thing all over again. So we're not really sure what to do with that one. If anyone has any suggestions, so please. Yeah, thinking of that, linking to them. No, but this is like what I think that everyone in the, at least in the casino segment, is fighting against. It is the manual checks and it is the old algorithms. Sorry, wrong order. So this is how I see the penguin and the panda. The penguin, I would say, did nothing at all for the black hats. It didn't clean up anything. If it did anything, it did it a little bit easier. It is like a padlock on your locker. It's not supposed to guard you from anyone that actually want to do something bad. It is for the guys that would take your coat if your locker was open. It's kind of a long time between the updates. The penguin, obviously, but even the panda, it's a month. That's kind of a long time in a spamming cycle, I would say. And it comes your way and just start over. It's easy as that. They are for sure big problems for guys that actually want to do something good, and that's balancing on the sword edge. But for the spammers, it is no problem. The panda, I don't think anyone got hit by that in the casino segment. And if they were the white hats, the ones that says that they do everything the nice way, and then they index search results on their pages, having 12 million search results. These guys don't do that. These guys have sites with 10 pages, basically, and with the top list on them. Yeah. So how much do Google actually know about us? I would say that they know quite a lot, and they are not acting on everything, and they are probably looking into what you do in quite a few ways. This is one of our networks. We have 6, I think, in total right now. It's a 15 site over 15 different countries. They all have the same domain name with different top-level domains. That's country-specific. We had them all in our Google Webmaster Tools in one account. 13 were validated, 2 were not validated in there. And the 13 who were validated got hit the same day, exact same time, all of them. And the other 2 were not. And I would say that of these 13 sites, there were probably 1 or 2 that deserved this penalty. We have some sites in Eastern Europe where we ourselves have been kind of shady sometimes, and we bought them and they were shady from the start. And we think that it's those 2 sites that got the penalty, but because it is a network, Google smashed them all. And I think that's kind of scary for me. That makes me have to have different proxy servers for each Google Webmaster account I have. Stuff like that. It's kind of tricky. I don't feel safe using Google Analytics. I actually don't feel safe using Google Webmaster Tools. I do it just to get the messages if there is something we have done, so that we at least know that one. I wouldn't ever send an email forward an email to the same address from different accounts and stuff like that. On the other, I'm a kind of a scared guy, mostly. But they do look into what you do in quite some ways. So, should you do this? Yeah, I think so. No. I think that this is quite a nice strategy to earn some money if you want to. But you have to be aware that it is a short-term strategy and it will be quite a lot of work. It's not the passive income thing at all. Spamming is kind of expensive and kind of work heavy, I would say. But if you're in it for the quick buck and you have quite a lot of small sites, then for sure, go crazy, go nuts, because you're gonna get the money in way faster than the other way around, and it might even be that you can make more money because you can be more aggressive with your converting elements on your pages. On the other hand, I would never, ever, ever do anything of these things on poker listings. There's no way in hell I would let anyone do this, because that is a real money site. We have been ranking with this site for 7-8 years, and if I were to lose that one, I guess I wouldn't dare coming into work again. At least if I've been doing something like this. And if you're a real company, like you do stuff, you sell real things, I wouldn't spam at all. But it is really, really effective. As long as you're creative, you keep under the radar, and you're really scared of Google, it's a good thing to do. So, do you have any questions? I hope so.
Questions in the room. Yeah. First of all, thank you for your presentation. Maybe, I don't know if what you guys expected, if it had enough black hat methods in the presentation. So maybe we can, since we still have like 10 minutes till the lunch break goes on, maybe we can start a little discussion. What's black hat for you? What's black hat for me? I mean, probably what you would consider black hat, other would consider common sense. I mean, if I could get it right, like what you call snapbacks, that's what we call expired domains, or did I get that wrong?
I don't know.
Yeah. Like,
maybe not black hat, but it's at least kind of gray, I would say.
Yeah, okay.
But of course, it depends on how you do it and why you do it. To buy expired domains, why not, if they are good and you actually use them for something? But these are bought just for the link juice. And I would say that's a clear violation of the Google guidelines, at least.
When you take care of the quality and you make a quality site out of it, what's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. But would we actually want anyone visiting those sites?
All depends on the quality, I guess.
What is the main reason why you get penalties because of from Google on your domains?
Yeah, as I said, the ads about the fold thing we got. We've been hit a bit by Panda on some sites. There are quite a few articles, I would say, that on some sites. I have one site with over 100,000 short news on it. That's actually handwritten, and they were good 6 years ago. Now they are worthless. And we have some history of kind of shady links that's been troubling on some sites.
Do you think that because you said the penguin is not a problem for you, is it because of you were like varying your anchor text for a long time, and for the last few years you knew that it will be like this? I mean, I spoke to Magnus some time ago, and he told me that he was varying the anchor text for a long time. Doesn't matter, is it about buying links or just by getting another way? But this is the way you did SEO for the last few years?
For poke listings, I'm a bit scared, for sure.
About anchor text?
No, about Penguin.
Okay,
I am. Because it is such a big site, and if we got hit there, it would be...
You mean about .com, pokerlistings.com?
All of the poke listings, basically.
All of them, okay.
And we have kind of a thick history of anchor text there. We have pages that only has links with one anchor text, and it is a converting money keyword. So for sure, for some parts of it, I am kind of scared. If Google went and looked at what we have done the last 2 years, I think we would be clear from that, for sure, because we have been doing better links. We have actually tried to build good links rather than just links, basically. For smaller sites, then I wouldn't say that is a problem, mostly because people that has those sites, they know that they are going to be hit anyways. If it's not Penguin, it's going to be something else. So that's why, like, our competitors, they are the spammers. They are not afraid of Penguin because they know that they will be hit either way.
Okay.
Any more questions in the room? No. So, yeah. Then I would end the discussion, and we're all good for dinner, I guess. Thanks for your attendance.
Thanks.